This podcast of Headlines is brought to you by Great Commission Baptist Church. Visit Great Commission Baptist Church on the web at www.gcbc.info or call them at 847-584-4222. Hi, welcome back to Headlines. I'm Pastor Scott. Over the past few days, I've been horrified of hearing the story of this man that was hacked to death in broad daylight in England. I hope that you too are horrified by these actions. We want to pray for the families involved and pray that they would find hope and comfort in God. This story, unfortunately, reminded me of a similarly horrible account in the pages of Scripture. Judges chapter 19 tells the story of an individual being cut up after her death, after horrible circumstances had happened to her, and being sent to the 12 tribes of Israel. And that chapter is filled with, frankly, disgusting and horrible and awful sins of multiple types. And the point in Scripture is not to say that that is okay, but in fact to say the complete opposite. The end of the book of Judges especially keeps making the point that in those days, as Judges 17:6 says, there was no king in Israel. Everyone did what was right in his own eyes. Judges 21:25 says a very similar type of thing, that everyone did what was right in his own eyes. When we live and when people choose to be the ones that determine right or wrong, inevitably it will lead to people doing awful, horrible, disgusting things. It's not to say that everyone does that, but when we determine what's right and wrong, people will ultimately fall into that type of behavior. We need to never lose sight of the fact that God is to be the one that determines what is right and wrong for life, and we need to follow His standards for holiness and for doing what is right by loving Him and loving others. Hope that you'll think about these things, and I hope that we will all see people turn to God and view Him as the authority for life.